Hi there, this is going to be a daily reading for Tuesday the 7th of January. And as you guys know, time is an illusion and energy is fluid, but we gotta date them something, you know. I gotta put something on there. I do dailies. And so happy Monday, even though this is for Tuesday. The reason I say that is because I'm filming this on Monday the 6th. It's my first day back from my vacation. Thank you all for being patient. Holy shit. It's never happened before. The child twice. In this deck, under the roses, there is to the lady, to the gentleman, and to the child, I believe. And both came out back to back. They're both number 13. The child is new beginnings. It's innocence, playfulness. It's new beginnings. Curiosity, learning something new. Someone's very curious about you, or vice versa. In a childlike way, very curious. Out of all the things I just said there, curious sticks out to me. The sun on the bottom. It's like this is success though, y'all. Success, it's truth, illumination, shit like that. But the sun is they're curious about you. I can't move past that. I wanted to say something else and they're just like, he's curious. It must be a he. Whoever this is a guy then. It's a male. He's curious. He's curious about her. He's curious about this. Maybe this is the masculine's energy of them being curious about soulmates, twin flames, karmic lessons. 7 of Swords. Something is not what it seems. 9 of fucking Cups. Okay, so I talked about this on my live, xi_missy_xi, where the illusion of nothing. Nothing is ever nothing. It's the illusion of nothing. What they showed me was this pot of soil and nothing growing from it, right? So you said there was nothing. But it's not that there was nothing. It's just everything was happening below the surface. You couldn't see it. Then after some time, patience is always a virtue. When you thought nothing was going to happen, something does happen. But what ends up growing, for example, you planted roses, so you're expecting roses. What blooms is gardenias, and you're like, what the fuck is this? What comes, or what blooms, or what the wish granted is not exactly what you may have wished for, but it is everything you've ever wanted, and you're going to find that you're just in amazement. This person may not have wished for you directly or wished for this job directly, but somehow the wish is granted in a way of not even realizing you put a wish. It almost reminds me of, like, you know how genies are always said to be kind of like tricky like that, so you have to be careful what you ask for. But this is not in a bad way though. I don't feel like, oh, it's a bad thing that they gave you this weird wish. Not at all. I feel like the wish that's granted, it's shocking because they didn't necessarily ask for it. They asked for something to grow, but they thought it was roses, but it ends up being gardenias. So maybe you're the gardenia. Gardenias have always been my mom's favorite, my grandma's favorite. I got to tattoo the gardenias on me too. Strength. The rose, the lily, and the gardenia is going on me to finish up my grandma's memorial tattoo. Then we move on to my papa's, which will be the octopus, or we call it the taco or the he'e. And then he's going to have fish or two, because, you know, he was a fisherman. And, of course, he was also obsessed with Las Vegas and gambling, so I'm going to put some cards, and not tarot cards. And also the slot machine, 777. When I see it now, I always think of my papa, 777. Lucky. All right, so we have your strength, XI. It's 11. You also have here the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Truth. This Knight of Wands, he's hiding. Look at him. He wants to do something. He wants to offer something, but he's like, that's that energy with the child. It's curious. I'm nervous. You ever have that, like your kids are really like curious about something, but it also makes them nervous, so they hide behind you like this? Not out of anything except for the fact that they're just like really overwhelmed, and they're just, you know, and it's not even like in an immature way that this person is doing this. It's in this way of like they're literally, it's like them staring into the sun. It's blinding. It's so much. I don't know what to do. What do I offer? How do I offer? What do I say? It's almost like trying to find the right words. They don't even know what to say. It's almost like it's this whole, what? What do I say? They don't know what to say. It's not even in a bad way. They're speechless. I'm speechless. I forget who sings that one song, Speechless. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel turns. Sorry about that. It reminds me of, like, you know how you can't stare directly into the sun because it's just too bright. It has this feeling of that, like they can't stare at you. It's like the kid hiding, like they're looking like this. Something about it, like they can't stare directly at you. It's got this. I mean, it is a cute energy, but it's not immature. It's endearing. It's an extremely endearing energy. The Magician. It's definitely something that's growing. Something that is definitely, it's manifested. It could be a fucking Scorpio. Death. But also death is what? Ending and new beginning. Something ended and then something begins again. The end is the beginning is the end. But it could be a Scorpio. The Magician manifests. The Magician creates. The Magician is as above, so below. Something about this, though, they can't stare directly at you. Not at first. It has this feeling of like, have you ever had a crush on somebody or been so into somebody that you just can't even make eye contact? You can't. That's this. I think it's because they've never met someone that has so much light like you before. Like, it can be in all these random things too, like because you're so different, right? So it could be like, why do they talk like that? Why do they talk about stuff like that? Why do they dress like that? So it's like, it reminds me of, like, if you, I mean, we've seen movies like this all the time. Like, for example, when I was on Kauai 2, I felt super led to watch 16 Candles, which I've seen a million times. But I was, like, laying in bed one night, falling asleep, and then they're like, watch 16 Candles, which I love. And I remember the underdog wins. Samantha is the underdog. And she doesn't realize that he's into her, too. And what does he say? He tells his friend, right, there's something about her. She's always staring at me. She's always staring at me like she's in love with me or something. There's like something about that. But remember, every time he would come near her, she would go and run away. And so he'd be like, she's just so not into me. Like, she's just not into me. But it wasn't that. It was just that she couldn't stare into the eyes of it, right? But then in that case, it was, you know, they were both into each other, but then, I don't know, whatever. But in any case, you see where I'm going with that. It could be nerves. Could be thinking that this person is not on your level, which is why they're afraid to come forward, even if you think you're the underdog. Jake was afraid to approach Samantha too, wasn't he? Yes, he was. Sorry if you heard noises. That is my dishwasher. 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is something's coming to an end. The 4 of Swords is surrendering. They're going to surrender to it instead of fighting it off. I feel that they may have fought it off. Nope, it's not what it is. Nope, I'm not going to do this. Nope, I'm not going to like them. 3 cards. King of Swords. That's him right here with his sword. He's going to get ready to make a decision and speak something. It's something truthful. 10 of Coins and the Queen of Coins. See, this is how they see you. You're sitting on like your throne, you're super well manifested, you're really stable. And maybe they've never really had someone like that. Maybe all the people in their life weren't head of, CEO, you know, HBIC, honey, head bitch in charge. You know, maybe they've been with women that have had not much for themselves. And so they were used to being the breadwinner, the front runner, the head of. But then they meet you and they go, holy shit, I met my match. I met somebody who's equally as driven, who's like shines just as bright as me. It's almost like two suns shining at each other, but technically one's a sun, one's a star. That's what I just heard. The sun is also a star. Two, or it could be the sun and the moon, right? Because, you know, the sun and the moon, the story of the sun and the moon. That's eclipse. Eclipse energy is when the sun and moon reunite. So yeah, it could be the moon, but they specifically showed me the sun and the star. And then you have the movie and the book, the sun is also a star. They see you like that, and it's like, how do I approach that? That's like Jake approaching Samantha. But Samantha didn't think she was anything. She thought she was just like, no way. But he didn't see her that way. Whoever this is sees you like this, even if you don't see yourself like this, is my point. And it's blinding. The brightness, your aura, your energy, your vibration, your frequency is just blinding to them because they've never, ever met someone like that. Ever. Something tells me that's what's, it's like, oh my God, see, look, bottom of the deck, see, Empress, that's you. They've just never they've never encountered that and felt attracted to it. Don't get me wrong, in their line of profession, because these are probably very successful people, they've probably encountered many people that are very successful, but not anyone that they've ever been drawn to and fell in love with. No, absolutely not. Attracted to? Sure. Fell in love with, drawn, like this? Never. Never, ever. Nope. And it's got them going, speechless. I forget who sings it. I think it's a country group. Oh, I love the song too, and I'm just totally blank. And you guys know when I'm channeling, I go blank, and also I usually sing the words wrong. Let's go ahead and get some angel answers cards. Thank you all for your patience too, okay? Now that I'm back. One request, one question, one request. Recorded readings, those requests from previous are taking precedence over anything else. And then of course my emergency readings are being worked in with that because emergencies take precedence over the other readings. But I'm trying to catch up is my point. So if you still haven't received something from me yet, whether it's an email or your response for your request or your recorded reading, it's coming. I have not forgotten about you, I swear. It's just the list is just so much longer. I always underestimate the length of time it'll take me. And then of course going on vacation didn't help, but I needed it. My cup has to be full in order to be the best version of myself. And so we have to, if not, I'm running on empty and I'm of no use to you or of myself. I can't be a good mother. I can't be a good friend, sister, daughter. Can't be a good life coach, tarot reader, whatever. So thank you for your patience. If you would like to book your reading now that I'm back, please click on the information below, see what you want, then email me. I think I do have a couple of bracelets still left in stock. Those will be shipped out soon. Soon meaning within a week or so. It's up to you. That's so funny because that was a whole message I went off about on my live on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. If you watched it, you know that this was the card that was screaming at us. Look, the Chariot. But in the Everyday Witch Tarot, the Chariot card looks like this, where she comes to the crossroads and she has the choice. Does she take this path, which leads her to the newness in the full energy, which brings her here, right, to the top of the mountain into freedom? Or does she take the other path, which leads her back down the road to fuckery? It truly is this energy of it's up to you, for sure. But it's also this energy of this for the person that's afraid to come forward or is, oh God, it's like spirit saying it's up to you, boo boo. What you want to do? You gotta speak now or forever hold your peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look at that. The sunlight just shifted. It's the truth. That's why you either going to speak up now or be a guest at our wedding. Perfect timing. Oh, somebody's got a lot of universal divine guidance, assistance on their side. Their angels, their spirit guides. It's so funny too because I felt that on my live earlier too. And it takes a village. It took a village for this to come together, honey, for some of you. It sure did. The perfect timing thing too, it's like someone here is looking for the right time to shoot their shot. They're very precise in this. They're a very smart person. They could be a very intuitive sign too. So even though they feel a little like this, at the same time inside they're trying to feel this out, especially because they have no other choice. They've never encountered something like this before. So their internal is they're trying to feel it out, whether this is a job or a person, okay? And it's almost like the perfect timing comes from the intuition of saying now. Because I almost feel like this person's not impulsive of. So this would not be an impulsive person, meaning they're real flighty about jobs and they always have a new job or they always have a new person. Now this person feels very like a long-term. So it'd be like a long-term job or a long-term relationship or something. They don't shoot their shot all the time is the point. So when they do, it would be a really big deal. For those of you that have been keeping up with, the things I've been posting on Instagram, I went to Wailua Falls yesterday. That was our very, very, very last stop. Made time to go there. And because it was raining all this time on Kauai, normally Wailua Falls is two separate waterfalls, two double waterfalls side by side. It was just 11:11 because I had to stop recording this, remember, and start again. So the second portion just hit 11:11. And hello, twin flame number, although I don't like to use the word twin flame. So anyways, when I went to go see it, it was one big waterfall because of the raging waters, because of the rains on Kauai, right? So it was just so ironic because it was like they were going, oh, the two waterfalls fused into one, Missy. Two of Cups fused into Ace of Cups. Two people coming together. And I went, oh my God, you literally can't make it up, can you? Don't stop. That's for those of you that are headed this way and you're going, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there, nothing's there. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Don't stop. If you're on the right path, honey, why are you going to stop? One more, please. One more, please. Because it's lonely, yeah? On that path, there's something better. See, you have that choice. Somebody here is in a mundane, ordinary, blah life. And I think it's because they have been afraid for change. Where is it? This is change to me. There's something better. It's being stuck on one particular path, going nowhere. It's a dead end. It's been nothingness. But I think it's because of the fact that they've been too afraid to take risks or take chances and to accept change. So meaning they might have been stuck in a dead-end relationship because they feel like they're supposed to. Or they're stuck in a dead-end job because they feel like they're supposed to. Or they fizzled out in something. So it's like you always wanted to be a writer, but then you have no luck, so you're not successful. You have writer's block. It's not that may not be for you, but maybe it's because you're not aligned and on the right path. Therefore, everything's not quite aligning because your energy is not quite there. It's not on the right path. Everything kind of seems to work itself out for us when we are aligned and on the right path. It's just the truth. So I feel like it's up to you. You can choose to continue down this road of nothingness, or you can have change and start fresh and new. So some people, that would mean ending a long-term relationship, even if people say you're crazy. Are you crazy? Can you see yourself waking up next to this person every day of your life being in total awe of them, like, see, I don't want no ordinary love. I don't want to just wake up next to somebody and go, yeah, I love them and they're a really good person. I want to wake up every day next to somebody and go, oh, I can't believe they're mine. I can't believe I'm his. Like, I want extraordinary. I don't want to settle for ordinary, because I can find ordinary with anybody. I want extraordinary. I want that feeling of like total awe and being so curious. So someone different from me, right? Someone who is quiet that I can't quite figure out. That's how come I'm so drawn to Scorpios, because, you know, Scorpios are very similar to Aquas, but we're so very different. I've always been attracted to Scorpios. My grandma was a Scorpio, so even non-romantic. You know, my dad's a Scorpio. My mom's around the cusp, so she's a Scorpio Libra. I've entertained a lot of Scorpios romantically too. So it's something about that energy of they are intrigued, and so are you. But that intrigue, that curiosity just never goes away. It's almost like every day they're going to wake up for the rest of their lives with you, and every day just learn something new about you, or every day just be fascinated and amazed and just, oh my God, like you just bring this curiosity out of them. Imagine that kind of love. Don't settle. And imagine that feeling being a job or like your own business. Don't settle for the ordinary and routine. Now, obviously, you got to use common sense, and we don't just go quit our job and we have no money in the bank and you've got no way to pay your bills. You've got to be able to figure something out, pay your bills in the meantime. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Sorry I had to break it up in two. But anyways, I'll try and piece it together by editing it. Remember, if you want to book a reading with me, please click on the link below. Send me an email. Put it in the title of your email so I don't miss it. Those of you waiting for your readings and your requests and such and bracelets, please hold tight, okay? I'm back to work today officially. Just flew back home yesterday. So I'm trying to get to everything as quickly as I can. I'll be putting out a special love reading today, an intimate one, okay? So keep a lookout for that. And again, follow me on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. I'll see you guys later. Love you.